I forgot one thing. An illegitimate child who has never known her father, a stranger in the family. Gloria looks at you with hopeful, pleading eyes. Yes, you promise your sister that you will side with her. Absolutely. You give Gloria a firm embrace. Ever since you were children, she has always been by your side. The two of you may have different fathers, but she is your sister, and she must remain a member of this family. It's your duty to come to her aid. You will make sure Gloria becomes a Brante. Gloria lets out a sigh of relief and hugs you back. It makes me so happy to know you're on my side. Oh my god. And this is our older brother Stefan. You wait for Stefan to come home. Your brother returns from his visit mirthful and in high spirits. This is the perfect moment to have a talk. That went splendidly, brother. Magistrate Verman himself will support us. I'm on a friendly footing with his son now. It won't be long before we become nobles on the sword. But why are you still up? You raise the matter of your sister. The feud between Stefan and Gloria must end. Your brother seems to be unaware of how much damage it's inflicting on the family. But you know how to remedy it. The reason for everything is Gloria's lowly station. She should bear the Brante name. Your brother assumes a bold mien. Mine? I don't know. Don't waste your time, brother. I know what Gloria is after. You mentioned damage to the family. Can you even fathom what this would mean for the Brante name? By allowing an illegitimate child into his family, our father would cover us all with an indelible shame. Several generations of Brantes to come would not even dare to dream of becoming nobles of the sword. By the twin gods, I will not let that happen. You attempt to point out to Stefan that Gloria's desperate situation is leading her to more and more audacious escapades. If your sister becomes a member of this family, she'll stop. Believe me, Tasto, I want to see Gloria at peace as much as you do, but not at the cost of our entire family's future. Absolutely not. I have a different idea for Gloria, and I'm sure this solution will satisfy everyone involved. Good night. You let your sister know Stefan's vehement denial. Gloria is so vexed. She's shaken. So he wouldn't even hear us out. Is that it? He's willing to do anything just to drive me out, isn't it? Tasto, we need to think of something. Gloria will continue her battle for the right to stay with the family, and you have promised to help her. Oh my god, secret plot? You and your sister made a secret plan to make Gloria a true Brante regardless of what Stefan thinks. Okay, well, relations with Gloria are already at max, as usual. No problem. Getting even. Felipe left on his yacht for the capital last night on urgent business. He gave you both direct, unambiguous orders before he left. Cease all activity and wait for him to return. So Felipe, let me see who's still here. Oh, nice. Felipe is our boss, basically. It's a long story. We are basically undercover for Felipe. Okay, this is Felipe El Ferro. He's an advisor of the secret chancellery of this empire. He's basically the secret police. So we are undercover for the secret police in our province for this guy, on account of this guy, which is our boss, basically. He saw our loyalty. Okay, we've proven loyal to him. It's a long story again. Let's see what happens, though. A month of freedom, an entire month of peace. Is this real? Can you finally stop and catch your breath? But unfortunately, you don't even get to enjoy the thought of freedom for long. As noon approaches, Sophia appears in the door of your office. She has risked the visit in the middle of the day. This must be urgent. Yeah, Sophia is a recurring character. It's a long story. Let's say that now we are both undercover for Felipe in this province to serve his affairs, whatever he wants to do with this province. Honestly, this is the best vibe you can get from the stream during your work. You just listen to the streamer and work. Oh, really? We do a lot of this, actually. Nice. Nice, then. Well, I'm happy then. Yeah. If you like what I do, that's what I need right now, and that's the best thing for me right now. So, yes. Thank you. I also do usually daily Duolingo, so that's also basically talking and doing stuff. So thank you, man. Wow. So Felipe went away, right? Left Anisot for the capital, so we are kind of free. But Sophia, our partner in crime, our business partner, is visiting us. So this must be urgent. What brings her here? Dorius Otton. Ring a bell? Dorius Otton, actually. Let's go see. I remember this name, yes. He's an Archnian. Oh, this is another point of this story. This is the blessed Archnian Empire, the one we live in. And Archnians apparently are not humans. They are another thing. Even if they look human, right? But they have blue skin. So he's an Archnian from one of Anisot's most venerable bloodlines. Oh yeah, the Ottons, yeah. The High Commander of the Imperial Legion of Magra. Okay, he's the one we feud with Tomas, our best friend. I think it's him. It's not boring if you can get this vibe. Thank you, man. Thank you. Software developer. So they are Smurfs? Yes. They are Belgians, yes. They have blue skin, yeah. They are Belgians. Software developer, nice. Nice. Well, it's also a hard job though, man. There you go, nice. Happy to keep you company then, Raymond. I forgot about the blue skin. Yeah, they are Smurfs. Evil Smurfs, though. You know, the High Commander of Magra, an Archnian, my former master, rapist, murderer, all-around piece of shit. I've been keeping tabs on him ever since I got back to Anisot. Here's where it gets interesting, Brante. Yes, this game also kinda touches on topics pretty heavy, yes. Rape, for example, happened, not graphically, but yeah, there are stories of rape. Turns out Felipe El Ferro isn't the only guy trying to take advantage of the chaos to make a grab for power. Well, could have been be. There's a noble revolt brewing, way up in the upper echelons, right? Milanida's followers are itching to rebel. Rebel. We talked about this, right? Zero derivation in English. So rebel, record, rebel, record, so rebel. Milanida's followers are itching to rebel against Overseer Tempest, and Dorius Otton is the one of the heavies. You see where I'm going with this? All Gaius Tempest's authority comes from the Imperial Region's swords, and the guy in charge of them all, the High Commander of the province, that's Otton. And he can't wait to betray the Overseer and hand all that power over to the Archduke. Yeah, there's a struggle for power, which is a bit difficult to explain. Yeah, right, Muramatsu? Don't get angry. If this revolt goes through, everything we worked for will go up in smoke. Thank you, Carnus. Well, also Raymond, if the sound bites are too loud for you or something audio-wise hurts you, tell me. So you are a good then feedback guy also, because yeah, maybe my audio, I messed up with the audio not long ago, so maybe something is not working properly. You'll tell me. I'm gonna change it immediately, right? Okay, are you still here? Nice. Okay, if this revolt goes through, everything we work for will go up in smoke. We can't let this happen. We need to expose Utton as the traitor he is and give Gaius Tempest all the proof. What about Felipe? What does he have to say about this? See, she keeps trying to make me part of her actions. I want to be in charge of my actions. She's trying to be a subject, you know, in this thing. I want to be a subject as well. I don't want to be her assistant, right? There you go. We don't even know where Felipe is right now. He's incomunicado, man. He's loco, okay? He's incomunicado. We'll have to go against his orders and act on our own. We got no time to waste either, or either, right? They could spring into action at the drop of a hat. Sophia's voice is trembling. You are not used to hearing her like this. You ask her why she is so eager to take Otton down. Is she out for revenge? Let me also check the music very quickly. Should be good. I'm more worried about the Last Straw's future than revenge. Last Straw is the name of this secret society we are part of, which is under Felipe, basically. But I'm gonna level with you. If I had my way, I'd love nothing more than to strangle Otton with my bare hands. Sissin? Sickin? I don't know what that is. Sissin, the overseer on him, is the next best thing. As usual, Sophia sounds level-headed and makes a solid point, but you cannot help but feel she's still hiding something. This is not an original... This game is not originally in English, so sometimes. There you go. Go wild with the emotes, guys. There you go. Should you defy Felipe's orders and Ada? Is it a good idea to get involved in the struggle between the province's two most powerful archons? No, I refuse, yeah. Okay, so based on our past actions, we cannot ask her to explain herself because we don't have good enough relations with her. I'm trying to cut relations with her. I don't think she's good for us. We can't agree because we are not scheming enough. We can only refuse and have Sophia shadowed. You refuse to participate in Sophia's plan and order your men to follow her in secret. Ooh, this is so juicy. Muramatsu, please. Tell me something. Talk to me about this idea of having Sophia shadowed. I'm trying to, you know, to cut ties with her. So should we have her shadowed? I think yes. Would you give me green light to shadow? I would agree. Oh, you said it. It's on Twitch. I'm gonna show it for everybody to see. There you go. Muramatsu agreed. Sorry, Muramatsu. It's on record. There we go. Refuse and have Sophia shadowed. There you go. More PTSD for you. You refuse to participate in Sophia's plan and order your men to follow her in secret. You agree too? Nice. There you go. Getting even, right? You shake your head. No, you will not help Sophia with this. You dope! You think Felipe is gonna save you if you're a good boy? No, I think I'm gonna... Let's not talk about this. But hey, it's your funeral. I'm disappointed. With that, Sophia leaves. You call Alida Sirin into your office. Sophia has been acting strangely recently. You are concerned. You ask Alida to keep an eye on her. Oh, another woman? Ooh, no good, no bueno, no bueno. Alida reports to you the next morning. No bueno. We are getting rid of a problem with another problem. I followed Sophia through the city like you asked. She met some people. They acted like the last straw, but I've never seen them at our meetings before. Ever. Look who's coming to dinner. Really? Well, you live up there. Who knows what happens there. And they're not just some greenhorns. They clearly know the trade, and they know Sophia and trust her, and she trusts them too. They've set up a watch around the Archnean's house. No two ways about it. I couldn't hear what they were saying. Would have had to get too close. What's going on? Did you and Sophia ever or fight for something? That's the last thing we need right now. On the contrary, we need to pull together. That's what you always tell us. Me? I never say anything. You set Alida's fears to rest. Everything is okay. You are just worried about Sophia. She seems to be involved in some kind of risky venture, but she has been keeping it a secret from you for some reason. Oh, we are lying though. A few days later, you hear that a gang of street thugs tried to break into Utton's mansion but failed and were killed on the spot. Figures. To find an Archnean as powerful as Utton was a fool's errand. Okay, so a few days later you hear that a gang of street thugs tried to break into Utton's mansion but failed and were killed on the spot. Figures. To find an Archnean as powerful. Yeah. Okay, so she tried on her own But now you know something. Sophia does not trust you. I don't trust her. She's playing a game of her own, right? She even has her own little private gang, right? What other secrets could she be hiding? Relations -1 with Sophia. We are at -2 total. Distaste. I distaste Sophia since quite a while though. I died for her. We died two times. The first one was for her. Freaking Sophia. There you go. Bear with me, guys. But now you know something. Yeah, I read that. Spy network +1. We are at 6. We are infiltration, but soon we will be at the level your people are everywhere. Soon my people will be everywhere. We are 6 though. Scheming +1. There you go. We are at 15. Dangerous one. I'm a dangerous one, mama. I'm a dangerous one, Dizzy. I'm a dangerous one. Willpower -5. Yes, this is a very nice thing that this game has, which is basically a how is it called? A parameter that's your willpower, which basically, you know, goes up and down. Every time you take a decision that's very, very hard or very consequential, your willpower goes down. This exhausts you. Every time there are fights in the family, this exhausts you. This is very nice. So we are now -5. We are still at 20, so we're kind of good, prepared for anything still, but I don't know how much that will last. We had a pretty stressful childhood and adolescence. 25 years old. Another year passes. We are in the year 1143, the last straw. Bears are too cute. I don't know. As long as you leave them alone, they are kinda cute, maybe. I don't know. Rumors are oh, but you're Norwegian. Sure. Rumors are running wild in Anisot. People say that a mysterious clandestine society called the Last Straw holds the entirety of the city's seedy underbelly in its clutches, with men and safe houses all over Anisat plotting and scheming against the nobles and the rulers of the province. Their leader is a woman, a ruthless criminal by the name of Sophia. She has evaded all attempts at capture. The common people both fear the last straw and sympathize with her cause. If the rumors are true, the city finally has someone who will stop at nothing to help the people claim their rights. But who would support this secret organization, and how did the insurgents manage to survive this long? No one in the city knows the answers. If not friend, why friendship? Dizzy. I'm not friend-shaped. Oh, are you implying then? Look at that, you're so rude. Rude. Meh. Did you see what happened with the disease on Little Nightmares in the end? That was quite big, huh? Magistrate Elverman must assuage the people's fears once again. Assuage. What that's clearly a... yeah. What does that mean, though? Assaggiare would be in Italian, but that's taste. Maybe put down, you know. The vile mutineers and heretics who call themselves the Last Straw, which is, again, is our organization, will be caught and executed very soon, and anyone who has given them money and shelter will meet the same fate. The secret chancellery will make sure of that. But even facing a manhunt, the last straw still endures. Slowly but surely, the influence of this underground organization is spreading throughout the city. How serious will be Remy Elverman, though? The magistrate, yeah. The magistrate of the old ways, you know. Sorry, I'm doing all kinds of stuff on my mic. The bears are French-shaped. It's why they're so common as teddies. I'm not French-shaped. So, are you implying? Order, -1. This is our province, I think. Unrest. Okay, we are at 3, so that's officially the start of the unrest. There's unrest in the province where we are. Power is 0, so we are in full struggle for power. Wealth of Magra is -1, misery and devastation. Total is 2, so we are going deeper into that. Night falls upon the city, shrouding it in darkness and dotting the sky with stars. The din of the streets dies down slowly. Soon, the heavy footfalls of gendarme patrols is the only sound. You are at the print shop, tying up the day's loose ends. The print shop is our cover. There's a sudden knock at the door. Sophia walks in without a word, holding a half-empty bag. She heads to the room containing the shop's records. Somewhere in there, under piles of paperwork, is a crate with her things in it. Oh. Sophia pushes the papers aside and starts showing her things into the bag. She barely looks at what she's doing. What's going on? She freezes, as though noticing you for the first time. Then she pulls up a chair, sits down, and lights her pipe. Don't trust a woman who smokes a pipe. My grandpa always told me that. Right? I was with Felipe just now. I'm leaving for a long time. Could be a whole year. Gotta recruit pissed off people for the last straw from all over Magra. He thinks we've already found everybody here in Anisat. Is she going alone? Sophia nods, exhaling smoke. Yep, Felipe's orders. Says it's safer that way. He needs you here. Her eyes are trained on you. You notice yellow light glimmering deep within them. She has magic. Remember, she has magic. Even without the underground movement, Sophia is just as dangerous on her own. And Felipe actually thinks she's going to recruit hundreds more people to die for his scheme? I'm not trusting this. Again, even without the game kinda doubting it, throwing shade on it, I'm not trusting this. Sophia puffs out ring after ring. They slowly dissolve in the air, filling the room with acrid smoke. There's no hiding from her light blue eyes. A gentle smile plays on her lips. Just don't botch the whole thing while I'm gone, okay, Brante? You nod. An awkward silence follows. Deep inside Sophia's pipe, a red spark flares back to life again. She knew you would be at the print shop alone tonight. Did she really come here just to tell you this? She does not look away. Well, we can only wish her a safe journey, but I'm noticing that the deeper we go into the game, the less and less choices we have. This could be an unintended consequence of the way that the game is built. I don't know if it's intended or not, because it's a long time now that we can only do one or a couple at most. I don't know if this is good, you know. I would still like to have a little bit of wiggle room, a little bit. You know, even the one before, refuse and shadow, fine. Give me a list too, come on, otherwise it's always a... So we can't swear to remain loyal to her no matter what, because relationship, obviously. Promise to protect her, no, relations. Tell her how you feel, again, relations. Confess your love for her. Are you kidding me? Wish her a safe journey. You wish her a safe journey and good luck finding new people for the cause. Done. You look Sophia in the eye and wish her good luck and safe travels. There's plenty of danger on the road in Magra, especially now in these troubled times, but you are confident that Sophia will survive and thrive no matter where she goes. Yeah. She nods and looks away. Yeah, you're right. I'll be okay. You'd better be okay too, Tasto. I can't help you anymore. From now on, you're on your own. Be careful who you trust, and don't get yourself caught. Sophia stands up, slings a bag over her shoulder and hands you a sheathy. It contains a misericord, a long, slender dagger. Misericordia. You accept the parting gift. A moment later, the door closes quietly behind her. Only then do you realize that she was waiting for something from you. Something more than just a few kind words and a good luck wish. But Sophia is gone now. The moment has passed. Just like in my life, right? She's in another castle now. Fine. Okay, Sophia, you're my former neighbor, yes. Sophia is waging a struggle against the Empire's order. She's the leader of the secret society named the Last Straw, yes. The status is trusting, but the relations are -3 distaste. Okay. You are alone. The Last Straw rests solely on your shoulders now. There we go. That's a better. Relations -1, it's -3 distaste. Fine. Willpower +5 though. Yeah. The woman left. My willpower is good again. Prepared for anything. Uy, the Legion in the city. The unrest in Magra is growing by the day. More and more commoners flock to the streets and squares, trying to make their voices heard by the nobility. Uy, 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 the revolution is brewing. The crowds have become too large for the gendarmes to disperse. They can no longer be ignored. For the first time in years, the ruling estate seems to have seen the people for the terrifying power they represent, and they have decided to fight fire with fire. In spite of all the resistance offered by Perfect, Elborn, and the Lesser Quorum, the magistrate and the aristocracy finally get their way. Overseer Tempest deploys troops to the city. Basically, Perfect, Elborn, and the Lesser Quorum are the represent the new capitalist aristocracy, so the guys who are rich, the merchants, basically, yeah. The streets and squares are packed on this ill-fated day. Hidden in the crowd, you watch 2 battalions of the Imperial Legion march triumphantly down the streets of Anisot. Muramatsu, there you go, so happy. I'm so happy to have you, Muramatsu. I'm working on that. My PC doesn't cooperate at the moment. Yeah, at the moment, I know, but it will. It will, or else. You have to let your cats deal with it. You don't trust them, you know. Every time they walk on the keyboard, you go, "Ah, no," but they are trying to fix your PC. Bah, fine. Nobody understands us anyway. The banners of Magra and the Tempest Dynasty soar proudly above the soldiers' heads. Gaius Tempest leads the battalions himself atop a white Monian stallion. To his right you see the young captain of the battalion. Okay. He looks familiar. It's Tomas Guerra. We knew this. We knew. This is basically our childhood best friend, and we knew we were going to have to face him on the other side of the issue one day. Yeah. There you go. When the procession reaches the Golden Square, it stops so the overseer can address the people. Tomas Guerra. Battalions, defensive formation. The Legion soldiers spring into action, slamming their weapons against their shields as they move. Their ranks shift in eerie harmony down to the last man, like an enormous, uncanny machine. And then they all stop at once in an instant. The square grows silent. The overseer's booming voice echoes for all to hear. Yo, Raymond, thanks for the gifted sub. If you're here, there you go. Raymond, if you're here, Punchers, thanking you for the gifted sub, man. Well deserved, Puncher. You gifted 2 yourselves yesterday, so absolutely. For once. What goes around comes around in a good way. I'm very happy for you, Pancha. Yes, Raymond was incredibly generous. In fact, he did something I had not a soundbite for, because I never thought. It was something like, yeah, later. Yeah. Sure. Somebody's gonna gift 5 subs on my channel. Sure. Yes. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Maybe this never happened, actually. Yeah. Gaius Tempest. Gaius Tempest, by the way, is the overseer, right? So he's the guy that's put there by the emperor. Yeah, he's the younger brother of the emperor, actually. And there's a struggle of power between him, which is technically the guy the emperor put in place to rule for him, and the most powerful noble in the city or in the province. So there's double tax even. So there's an intricate political situation there. People of Anisot, I've heard your cry for help and come to the city accompanied by my loyal soldiers. The Imperial Legion will bring order to Anisot and put an end to all riots and crime. These soldiers will protect you from the schemes of rebellious nobles, insidious insurgents, and anyone else who seeks to spark unrest. I am Gaius Tempest, the overseer of Margrand and his hut. By the Emperor's decree, I rule this land. Those who question my rule question the Emperor's rule as well, and they will be executed as rebels and insurrectionists. You hear whispers throughout the square. The Legion's arrival is a harbinger of change, but how drastic will this change be? Even at home, the Legion is the only topic of conversation during dinner. Wow, what a cut. Stefan, our older brother. Thank the twins, Gaius Tempest has finally decided to act. Those low-born scum have grown far too oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna drink. Those low-born scum have grown far too insolent of late. They ought to be reminded of their place with an iron fist. Intimidating the people. Oh, this is Gloria, our sister. Intimidating the people won't do anyone any good, Stefan. They have valid reasons to take to the streets, but instead of hearing them out, the overseer is hiding behind his soldiers. It's disgusting. Nathan, man, wow. You're still touring with the Nirvana? I think Gloria is right. Everyone's really scared. A lot of my friends want the Legion to leave the city too. Those friends of yours know nothing, Nathan. Their lot is to walk and suffer, not wag their tongues. My god. Oh, we're so sorry, Sir Stefan. We forgot that only blue bloods can rule. Too bad all that inbreeding hasn't made them any smarter. Ooh. Ooh. Enough bickering, you two. This is our father, Robert Brante. You clearly don't understand what's going on here. The purpose of the Overseer's move is, first and foremost, to thwart the plot against him set in motion by Archduke Milanida's loyal clique of nobles. The commoners are a secondary matter. Yes, Archduke Milanidas is the most influential guy in town, so he's the rival. By the way, Tasto, I've heard the battalion is being led by an old schoolmate of yours. He hasn't told you anything about what Gaius Tempest is up to, has he? You have not seen Tomas in a long time. He has not told you anything. That's too bad. Oh well, I suppose time will tell. Whatever the reason, the Legion is here and is up, and it's a force that must be reckoned with. And as luck would have it, Tomas is in command of it. Is there any way for you to turn this situation to the last straw's advantage? We... I mean... Well, okay, this legion is at the order of the Emperor, basically, of the Overseer, Gaius Tempest, so... let's see. Convince Tomas to cooperate. We severed all ties. No. Right, no. You are prepared to give Tomas the names of the commoners inciting unrest in the city. In exchange, you will recruit several Legion officers as secret chancellery informants. Whoa! Use Tomas. Wow. Oh, if we bonded friend with if I accepted the ring. You ask him to violate his order and let the people protest despite the risk of incurring the Overseer's wrath. This is full-blown revolution. Ooh, incite the common people to riot again. Okay, we can't do this. Use Tomas. Nope. No full-blown revolution. We can convince Tomas to cooperate in exchange for Legion officers as secret chancellery informants. Again, if I'm in charge of them, this could be interesting, right, Muramatsu, whenever there's a choice. Okay. I mean, this could lead to interesting stuff. Having some Legion officer But if we are the guys in charge of them, incite the common people to riot against them. You start printing leaflets condemning the presence of Gaius Tempest and the Legion in the city. Again, which role would I have though? Would I be in charge of this? Denounce the rebellious nobles to Thomas. We cannot do that. Dorius Sutton is not dishonored. Thomas Garrett is not severed all ties, which is good, but Dorius Sutton is not dishonored. Which this would have been you give Thomas the names of the nobles plotting against the overseer in exchange for his assistance. Meh, fine. These are weird choices this time, right? Again, it depends which role would we have. I'm trying to be the guy in charge. I want to redirect stuff to me instead of Felipe, Sofia. I won't be the middleman. I want to be the middleman. So it depends. If I end up having Legion officers that answer to me, but not to Felipe, not to, you know, secret chancellor informants that come to me though. It's also a weird choice because we kinda have to either work with them or even spark a riot against them. So apparently can make something as simple as sausages without making them barely edible. You burn them? What happened? I can make them quite good. I'm not a cook though, and I don't like cooking. I'm a man. I don't cook. Right? I don't do stuff like cooking. They're soggy like mashed potatoes. Okay. How are they on the outside? Is it a case of burned on the outside, crude, raw on the inside? Could be, because, you know, if you open a sausage that's all soggy and like mashed potatoes. Tell me, Muramatsu, I'm a bit hesitant. I would give you a bit more space in this decision. I won't say what I think. And obviously, you know, I ask Muramatsu because he's the main Brante guy, but anybody can participate, obviously. I'm much more hesitant. Freaky Muramatsu. I think I'll have to go to the path again and, you know, reading. Maybe a pause is always welcome with this kind of game. I won't put the music, which I think ruins a bit the mood, if you are here for the chill stuff. So, not burn, they kinda exploded, so now I have 6 salves instead of 3 whole sausages. Well, that's good. I usually open them anyway, because otherwise I burn them on the outside and they are raw on the inside. Convince him to cooperate. So yes, we are following the diplomatic route instead of instead of doing a revolution again and maybe dying in the meantime. This is also interesting though, because we will start printing leaflets condemning the presence of Gaius Tempest and the Legion. Again, yes, this is weird because in one, well, it also makes sense. In one case we cooperate, in another we incite a riot against them. So it's kind of brutal. But sorry for the Italian horns. The ever-present Italian horns, but also, you know, this would, I don't know, Is our printing press something in the city? What's our reputation? Are we becoming, you know, a place? This would also help the spy network. In that way, we're gonna try to convince Thomas to cooperate. Yes. There you go. You did it, Muramatsu. You did it again. You did it. You did it again. No way. It's bread. Read something with potatoes and then more bread. Oh, bread, something with potatoes and then more bread. Well, if you limited yourselves to bread, it would be better. But no, you have to do your stuff with fish and sausages, your stinky fishes. Tomas and his soldiers are just the tool you need to rein the people in, and Legion officers would make perfect informants. This is a priceless opportunity to recruit them for a song. You could certainly use some eyes and ears among the overseer's pet soldiers. You and Tomas have known each other ever since you were boys. You used to play on these very streets, pretending to be heroes of old, fighting the great battles of the past. Now Tomas commands the Legion soldiers sent to Anisot to quash their unrest, and you command the last straw and have spent several years preparing the city for a full-scale revolt. But even with the overseer's orders looming over him, Tomas still loves his hometown and fears for its people. You will have to convince him how dangerous it has become since the days of your youth. Youth. There it is, the ruins of charming Lanida's palace. The remains of your childhood fort still stand among the crumbling stonework. Oh, really? We are playing that card, Muramatsu. Wow. That's a bit too much. We need protein in some way. Just give me a kiss. That's all the protein you need. I'm gonna give you some. Tomas arrives alone, without any soldiers to guard him. He wears a suit of armor and the vibrant cloak of a commanding officer, a sword by his side. His shoulders have grown even broader, and he treads firmly. Treads? I never understood that. Firmly. You spot a few early grey threads. See? Threads in his ear. Hello, Tasto. Good to see you. You shake your old friend's hand and congratulate him on his promotion. Oh, it's nothing, but that was a good idea, meeting here like this. And look, there's our old fort. Can you believe it's still here after all these years? Feels like a dream whenever I'm back in Anisot. So much has happened. I've become a nobleman, joined the Legion, got promoted to captain, but everything here is still just as it was. Even those old wooden planks we lugged all the way here are still standing. You interrupt Tomas's reminiscences. Wow. This is no time for nostalgia. Nostalgia? You have something important to discuss. Tomas' face grows serious. I'm listening, Tasto. So, caviar and mashed liver is very common to put on our bread. The liver is more appetizing than it sounds. The answer is, Dizzy, no. You don't know how no that is. That's the correct answer. This is not about you, you explain. It's about your city. Why did Gaius Tempest send Tomas and the Legion to Anisot? To subdue the unruly mobs and maintain order in the city, right? Right, but I'll be honest with you, Brante. I think the Overseer has been too harsh. We didn't exactly get a warm welcome, but I wouldn't be too happy either if I was one of them. Tomas could not be any more wrong, you explain. The Legion came here for a very good reason. Anisot is swarming with scheming nobles, rioting commoners, and insurgents lurking in the shadows. Someone has to do something about it. Maybe I shouted a bit. I don't know why. Tomas recoils as though he has been kicked in the gut. What are you saying, Tasto? How do you even know all this? You tell him the truth. You are an agent of the Secret Chancery, working for the good of the Empire. Really? We're telling me the truth? Okay, yeah, Tomas, how do you even know all of this? We told him the truth. Tomas responds with a chuckle at first, but when he sees you are serious, his smile fades. It literally means kefir. Okay, there you go. Then I think I know what that is, yeah. Well, I'll be... Who knew this is where the twins would take you? The twins are the gods. They are twins. There are two of them. Alright, I'll hear you out. You tell him about all the rebels plotting and scheming in Anizat day and night. There's so much to explain. It takes you a long time to finish. You need Tomas' soldiers to deal with them. You will lead them to the insurgent hideouts, and Tomas will return to the Overseer a hero. Tomas hesitates as he considers your words, but in the end, your old bonds of friendship prevail. Okay, Brante, so be it. Let's see if we can work together to rid the city of this filth. Yay! Life is much easier when you have a small army at your disposal. As the days go by, you feed victim after victim to the Legion. Unreliable last-row cells, everyone who has ever let you down or betrayed you. Criminals, rioters, and rebels who refuse to join your ranks. Thanks to you, they are all imprisoned and executed by Tomas' soldiers in a series of raids. And since Muramatsu is not feeling too good, we won't remind him that this is all he's doing. As a reward, you managed to recruit a great many Legion soldiers for your spy network. Soldiers are useful, they know things, and they are fervently loyal to the Empire. The more you pursue your victims, however, the harder they fight for their lives. You and Tomas lead the next raid together. People begin to flee as soon as they see the Legionnaire. There it is, the nondescript door to the basement. The soldiers ready, the battering ram. Nice, Muramatsu, you caused a raid? Now there's been a slaughtering. Smash it open. Hit. Another. The hinges break. You head downstairs. It's pitch black. You smell damp walls and unwashed bodies. In the name of Overseer Tempest, I order you to surrender. The younger's righteous trial awaits. The younger is the younger god, the younger twin. The answer is a brief moment of quiet, followed by a desperate, rasping voice. Go to the foot of the pillar, you bastards! Get 'em, boys! Howling, desperate shadows rush you in the dark. The Legion soldiers fall back, but are cut down one by one. Tomas screams, snaps you back to reality, is still fighting for his life. 1 against 3, and maybe Tomas will die due to this. Ooh, this will be a big flop. Run, Tasto! Oh no, we're gonna die again? You scramble to the stairs, but several hands latch onto you at once. Your back hits the floor. A muffled scream is the last sound you make. Darkness fills your eyes. Knives sink into your flesh. Blood fills your mouth. You almost welcome death when it comes. Man, we died again? Every time we do something, we die. You are surrounded by an immense grey void. There's nothing but shadows around you, the specters of your decisions, the spawn of your personal will. You see before you all your victories and defeats, all your errors and hopes. Another shadow comes to life by your side. As you gaze at these elusive moving silhouettes, you recognize your last action. This is the death you chose to face, knowing what fate was to befall you. This is the decision you made. The shadows keep spinning and dancing around you, the footprints of every step you've taken since the day you were born. A colossal figure looms over them all, your future true death. You can no longer deny its imminence. It has always been there, waiting for you. Now you are only one step away from it, but you will take this step yourself. Okay, it's a long story. The familiar gigantic figures of the twin gods appear from the void to meet you. They effortlessly lift your tiny soul and hold it in their hands. You have always been in the twin gods' hands. Their will created you. The elder did not grant you his love, he forced it into you. The younger shaped you according to his law without giving you a choice. An enormous whirlwind arises in the void. The twin gods release you into it, and the torrent of an unfathomable will whisks you away. You are merely a minuscule particle in this universal tide. This will is the sole determiner of all events, past, present, and future. Your puny actions and choices are nothing in the face of the force this torrent harbors. You whirl in the cosmic vortex of the twin god's will until it casts you out. You careen back down to your earthly life. It's only now that you regain your ability to act. You see all the wills of the universe intertwined in a perpetual struggle against one another. Which will you follow? Well, Muramatsu, if you're still here, this is your death. So, which will you follow? The will of the elder. You follow the will of the god who brings love to the world, but he coerced you. There you go. One last choice to make you even dizzier. The will of the younger, you follow the will of the god who imposed this law upon the world. The earthly power, you abide by the worldly manifestation of the law and the will of the authorities. The blood tide, you obey the will of your ancestors and your family legacy. History has a will of its own. You must assume the position that was assigned to you by this will. Or maybe your own will. The only will you are willing to live by is your own. It's your decision. This is our last death. After this, there will be true death. In the meantime, I'm gonna read your comments. Sorry, but Muramatsu takes precedence, obviously. It literally means kefir, okay. Kefir chick, so chick is a diminutive. Take some rest, yeah, he needs. I'm sorry, yeah. Why do they want to kill you so badly? It's a long story, indeed. No, not me, Re. Own will, right? I choose my own will. There you go. I think we all agree because, yeah, by now it's kind of, even the game told us, the gods. Your own will. Good decision. The only will you are willing to live by is your own. You fall into an endless web formed by the wills of the mortal world. Now that you are free of the cosmic vortex, you can finally exert your own will and make a choice. It feels like a first gasp of air after being suffocated by an alien will, the will of the gods. But for your chosen will to be incarnated here in this world, the decision is not enough. You will have to follow this path to its conclusion, to turn this will into reality by way of your decisions, deeds, and actions. Your eyes snap open and you sit up abruptly. The crypt is spinning around you. The stagnant stench chokes you. You got out. You succeeded in preserving yourself against the whirlwind that was steering you asunder. The will of the twin gods have commanded you to continue your existence. You feel the urge to fall flat on your back and cackle madly. You are back. The low ceiling of the family crypt, silence, the cold stones lap beneath you. As you get up, your muscles feel unusually relaxed. The memory of your death feels so distant now, like a half-forgotten dream. You shake it off and carefully leave the family crypt, making sure you are not seen. The family can never find out about this death. This is the second one. Several days later, Tomas reports to the overseer that the menace has been dealt with. The battalions leave Anisot and return to Castle Enery. The people have seen the Legion in action. They will be far more reluctant to take to the streets and make demands now. For a time, Anisot enjoys a shaky, unsteady semblance of peace. But at the dinner table, emotions run high. Stefan gleefully gloats over yesterday's events. Gloria responds with an outburst of rage. She's still furious over the Legion's ruthless methods. Right, because we are also betraying Gloria during all of this. Your head begins to ache from all the shouting and foul language. Is a single day of peace too much to ask? Order +1 in the city, in the province. Discontent? Barely. We're still on the verge of unrest. Unrest is -2. It goes to 4. It's this discontent, yeah. Spy network +2. We are 8. Our people are everywhere. Unity -1. This is in the family. There are disagreements in the family. We are on the verge of quarrels and feuds. Deaths. Died thrice. Next death is true death. So I assume the game will end. And this will be the life of Sir Brante. I'm gonna play this again, I think, in Italian, in any way. There's an event, we'll live with this. There's an event triggered. Personal interests. This event is a consequence of your previous actions. The condition met is spy network equal or more than 8. We'll take a peek as usual, just the first page. The last straw has succeeded in covering the entire city of Anisot with its spy network. Denunciations come flooding in. New secret arrests are made every day. We're gonna get him. We're gonna fall in the web, right? Stories of people going missing after expressing displeasure with the law become commonplace. The spies survey everyone, including the most powerful people in the city. Darker times I had. Darker times.